Hello there everyone, my name is Jesus Quesadilla, and it is my pleasure to welcome you back to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. In the previous episode, we wrapped up a couple of things to help out the boomers here around the Nellis Air Force Base, and we're going to keep on working with them a little bit more today. We got to get to where our reputation is liked in this community before we can move on to the main quest, and get them to ally with us and the Yes Man. So I'm back here today with Boone, and we're going to take on a couple more quests for some of the boomers around here until they like us enough, and we'll just go ahead and pick things up from there and see how it goes. So as you may recall from the previous episode, the last quest we did was helping get rid of their ant problem. They had some giant radioactive ants in their power generator room, so we cleared that out, got rid of the ants, restored power to the generators, and let's just talk to this guy. How can I be useful?
If that's so, how about you look into repairing the solar arrays on the roof of the generator building? Nothing too complicated about it, but it's a long ways to walk my old bones, and there's been that ant problem over near there.
Yeah, I already took care of that.
The array. It's on top of the generator building smack dab in the middle of Nellis, between the two runways.
Alright, sounds good. Where should I look for spare parts?
Ha! If we had spare parts, do you think I'd be asking you to fix the damn things? That's rich. No, we ran out of spares a while back, and Jack and I have been doing our best to patch the arrays up as best we can. Sadly, we're at our wits' end. There have to be spare parts somewhere around the wasteland, but I just don't know where to direct you.
Well, lucky for you, I do happen to know, so that's no problem. I'll be back. I've got work to do.
Be sure to stop on back and let me know when the arrays are fixed.
Alright, sounds good. So let's go ahead and help out Loyal with that. Yeah, there are two guys that walk around here inside one of the hangars, Loyal and Jack, who I don't know that we've had the pleasure of meeting yet. Actually, no, in the previous episode we did talk to one of them to get the sound transmitter to get rid of the ants. But anyway, to get the spare parts to fix the broken panels, we need to travel back to Novak. More specifically, we're going to be going to Helios 1, which is another power plant with a bunch of solar generators. And the fastest way to get there is to fast travel to the Gibson scrapyard, so I've gone ahead and done that. And then Helios 1 is just this big building right over here. It's really not that far out of the way. I don't think you even have to fight any enemies on your way over there. It's really easy to get to, so no big worries there. Now, I do believe, though, that if your repair skill is high enough, you can actually circumvent this part of the quest and just walk over and fix the array panels without any spare parts. But I believe to do that, your repair skill needs to be about 65 or 75, which is pretty high. Mine's nowhere near that. So for us people without high repair skills, we need to actually come here and do this. But otherwise, if you're fortunate enough, you can skip this, just walk over to the Nellis generator building and go ahead and fix things up lickety-split. Oh yeah, by the way, the NCR is occupying this in case that's a problem.
This is a restricted area. State your business.
Well, I'm with the NCR, so I actually don't have to worry about this. I am pale death come to bear you to perdition. That's beautiful. Not gonna say that, though, because I don't want to piss her off. What can I do to help?
Your being here is a start, soldier. We aren't exactly overflowing with troopers here.
Okay.
But if you really want to help us, talk to the idiot with sunglasses in the back of the plant building. He's been trying to get this place running for months and hasn't made any forward progress.
Okay, yeah, that's a whole nother quest altogether, and I'll come back and do that later, but I'm not too concerned about that right now. There's another quest you can do here at Helios 1 that actually has some pretty cool rewards. If you play your cards right, you can actually get a really powerful weapon here, but like I said, not what we're handling right now. I may go ahead and talk to those guys, but I'm not going to focus on that quest for now. Let's just get the spare parts so that we can fix the panels. And
supposed to be relieved any day.
As I'm walking around, I'm just gonna go ahead and loot stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna rummage through all your gear there, buddy. Got anything good on the stovetop? Didn't think so. Squirrel bits and all that good junk. You got a stim pack though, that's pretty good. But I think that once we complete this quest and we repair the solar array panels over at Nellis, then I think that should raise our reputation high enough. I don't need to go through that door. They'll raise our reputation up high enough that we can go on to the main quest, Volare, which is what we need to do to get them to side with us in the upcoming war. So to get us to align with them. Let's go ahead and grab all this stuff. A sawn-off shotgun, cool. Somebody just left that lying around, okay. And scrap metal's always good, I'm definitely going to be collecting that. But, yeah, once we do that, we can do the main Volare quest. And, wow, dude, you're just standing there looking creepy. Okay. So, my hope, though, is that by the end of the episode, that we can finish up our time with the Boomers, and we can move on to one of the last two factions. Either the Brotherhood of Steel, or go back and finish up with the Great Khans, because we were almost done with them. But as you guys remember, we ran into all those really tough enemies that were just kicking my ass, and so I had to move on for a little bit. But I think by now we can probably return to them. I'll probably level up once or twice over the course of this quest, so that'd be good. And, yeah, back here are going to be the scientists that she was mentioning. These guys have to do with another quest altogether. Well, let's go ahead and talk to them right now, though. Introduce you to them, at least. This is fantastic.
Who the hell are you? They bring you in to replace me? They're replacing me, aren't they?
That's right. I'm here for your job.
Ah, shit. Shit, man. I need this. Gotta pay the bills. And I'm addicted to a lot of different kinds of chems. I mean a lot.
Well, that's your problem, buddy. You pay me a stack of caps right now, and I'll forget about it. You can have the job.
Aw, man. How am I supposed to buy chems now? Fine, here.
Nice. Oh, scamming people out of their caps.
What else? I'm in charge. This whole operation depends on me. No fantastic, no power.
I just
Got
love
the
this
whole
guy's
NCR
name. He's so
suckling
fucking
my
eccentric.
teats, and it feels so good.
Oh my goodness. Well, what are you trying to accomplish here?
Well, see, we're getting power because the guy running this place is fantastic.
Oh boy.
But the mirrors outside aren't aimed right, so we're running at 1% efficiency. And I guess that just isn't good enough for some assholes.
1% efficiency? You should be fired. I would do much better at your job. Jeez.
And that place has some crazy pre-war security system that the dumb shit NCR set off when they took over. Killed 2 guys. Now they won't go near it. They want me to make an omelet, but I can't break any of their eggs. Know what I'm saying?
No, I really don't. How would someone retarget the mirrors?
There's these 2 terminals outside. They control the mirrors. I tried fooling with them, but didn't get very far. You'd have to get them to talk to the mainframe up in the tower, then do the rest from up there. I'm guessing, but it sounds good, right? Hey, you're not thinking about going up there, are you?
Well, maybe I am. Yeah, I am now.
Well, hey, if you find yourself up at the mainframe, do yourself a favor and make sure you send the power to the right place. It needs to go to the Strip and McCarran.
Okay, why should the power go to the Strip and whoever McCarran is?
Because I get paid, that's why. Per
Asshole.
kilowatt hour. Whatever the hell that is. That's where the NCR wants the power, so that's where I want it. But you know, you do that, maybe I put in a good word for you with them. Fantastic's little helper. There's a reputation you can hang your hat on.
Okay, I think that's all I really need from you right now. That's enough.
Here, you want this. It's the password to one of the terminals outside.
Oh, cool.
Found it written on one of the stalls in the bathroom.
Alright, interesting. I don't know who would have done that. But then let's go talk to this guy over here. This is kind of his lab assistant.
It's unusual to see a new face here. Are you a soldier or a scientist?
My interest in this place is purely scientific.
Then we have that in common. Whom do you typically work with?
This is your turf. For all I know, you could have me killed for my allegiance. Who are you with?
Very well, yes. I'm part of the followers of the apocalypse. If you're not familiar, we seek peace and the spread of knowledge. Knowledge that must never be lost to the world. Now your turn.
I want exactly what you want. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm just going to say that so that he likes me.
Followers of the apocalypse over the years have had less than pure intentions. But if it's really as you say, then take my advice. This installation carries with it dangers that no one here has realized. Take care of what you do here, and who you listen to. Some things are best left buried with the old world.
You don't say. The NCR asked me to help increase the power plant's output.
Then I would say do it. As long as the power of this plant is committed to the regional grid and not to a weapon, we are safe.
A weapon?
If you're the one to restore output, then you can route the power where you choose, and they'll never be the wiser. I can't get you past the security in the tower, but I can be of some help. I've discovered a password for one of the mirror control terminals outside. You'll need it.
Nice. Okay, well then where should I route the power? What would you like?
Oh, the NCR has their own designs for it, no doubt, but resist the urge to send it only to the thriving communities. The need for power is great everywhere. Distributing it evenly is the most rational and humane choice.
Yeah, you know, that's fair. Why would you trust me with this, though?
I'm a man of letters. I'd be torn to pieces by the security system they have in that tower. I'd never reach the mainframe. But eventually, the NCR will. Or if not them, Caesar's Legion. They will use this place for war. Because the possibility exists you might do anything else, you're the only choice I have.
I guess that's a fair point. Okay, well cool, I got both of the passwords now. What more is there to this place than the power plant?
I don't entirely know. Our records on the company that built this place suggest that their dealings were not only in energy, but also in weapons.
Nice, I like weapons.
With symbols used by the pre-war military, targeting computers, shock sensors. A code word comes up repeatedly in the papers I've looked through here. Archimedes.
You think Archimedes is a weapon they built here?
Yes, and the technology they have in this facility is like nothing I've seen. Some of it reminds me of Enclave equipment, but more advanced. A weapon based upon it would be catastrophic, no matter who claimed it. It's no wonder the Brotherhood wouldn't give it up.
Alright, so the Brotherhood of Steel know about Archimedes?
They weren't here for me to ask, but I doubt they were here for electricity. When the NCR first came here, it was under Brotherhood control. They usually steered clear of one another, but something here changed.
Yeah, we haven't had much interaction with the Brotherhood of Steel yet, other than that, what's her name? One of our followers is a member of it. But we haven't really met them yet, so, the NCR doesn't know about the weapon?
Not yet. By some miracle, they've hired an imbecile to try and decipher the systems here.
Yeah, just met him.
He's working at one console trying to get the solar reflectors to track the sun. What he doesn't know is that the only thing the console controls is the plant's intercom system. I tried to tell him, but he insisted that the largest console had to be the most important. Still, it's only a matter of time.
Oh dear. Yep, that sounds like fantastic.
Goodbye.
So yeah, basically we have a couple choices here. We can reroute that power however we want, but again, as I mentioned, we'll come back and do this quest later when I have more time to really concentrate on it. But your two basic options are either to route the power towards a weapon or to route the power so that it gets redistributed to a bunch of different areas. And, you know, even though I don't typically make selfish decisions in this Let's Play, well, actually, that's not true at all. I've made quite a few. But, even though it is in my better judgment to redirect the power more humanely so that everyone can use it, the weapon that you get here is really fucking cool. And, so yeah, when I have some time in a later episode, I'll come back and do that so I can get the weapon, because it really helped me out later in the game to have. It's definitely one of the more powerful, more interesting weapons in the game, if for no other reason than the way it works, which I'll explain more when I actually get it. But go ahead, and we're going to walk around here, and we're going to look for some spare parts. Now, as you can see, there's a bunch of solar panels around here. There are going to be 5, I believe, that are broken and on the ground, just like this. So we come up, reflector panels, blah, 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 blah. Basically, if you have a repair skill of 20 or more, you can salvage it, and then we can use those parts to fix the solar panels back at Nellis. So that's the first one. We gotta go find 4 more. So let's go ahead and do that. And what's up? These guys are just sleeping out under the stars. It's kind of cool. Also, though, the thing that these guys are guarding, or, well, they usually guard when they're awake, are these fenced-off areas. These are where the 2 terminals are. There's a western and an eastern terminal, and now we have both the passwords to it. After speaking to the 2 scientists back in there, they both gave us one of the passwords. So we now have the ability to control and influence all that, which is very cool. Okay, I feel like an idiot. I just spent the couple last minutes walking around completely aimlessly like a dumbass. And I couldn't find these solar panels because I had the wrong quest selected as my active quest, so they weren't showing up on the map like they're supposed to. But I've now amended that little error, and I think I've just got a couple more to grab. I think I might just cut that entire bit out because I literally spent like 5 minutes walking around here like a dumbass. But I believe this is solar panel number 5 right here, so let's go ahead and grab the parts. And now that we have all that, we can now fast travel back to the Nellis Air Force Base, so let's go ahead and do that. And we can go ahead and install everything. I hope they don't mind that we just took their stuff. I mean, granted, they were broken panels, but whatever. But just kind of thinking out loud here while I have kind of a minute to just kind of think about what I want to do next. After I help out the boomers and I finish up with the Brotherhood of Steel and the Great Khans, which won't take that long, honestly. The Brotherhood of Steel are one of the easiest factions to finish off with. So once that's all done, we're actually going to be really close to the end of the game. Yeah, so if you have a repair skill of at least 65, you can repair it without the spare parts. Otherwise, you need to go get them. Like me. And if your science is high enough, when you repair it, you actually increase the array efficiency by 50%, which is totally optional. You don't need to do that, but if you do, I believe it's worth more experience. So, very cool. I think your science skill needs to be at least 50, if I'm not mistaken. May not be the correct number, but anyway. Let's go ahead and fix the rest of the broken ones. But like I was saying just a minute ago, I've had a chance to kind of think about what I want to do. Since the game is getting pretty close to coming to an end, I figure I may lengthen out the Let's Play just a little bit more by doing a bunch of side quests in the next upcoming couple episodes. Because I really don't want the Let's Play to end just yet. There's still so much more to the game that we can do. And I think that you can probably expect that the next couple episodes for a while we'll probably deal with side quests. There's a number of really cool ones that I want to do. Going back and activating Archimedes is one of them. Another side quest I want to do is I want to get Rex, who, if you guys don't remember, Rex is the robot dog that was with the Kings back in Freeside. And you can actually get Rex as a companion. And I think I want to do that quest because it'd be really cool to have a robot dog.
Need something?
Yes. I repaired the solar rays and increased their efficiency. Don't you love me?
An impressive piece of work. I'll keep that in mind if jobs come up in the future.
Alright, I need to get going.
Bye.
So cool, that's going to be enough now the boomers like me. I would sure hope so, I basically fixed all their problems for them. So now we can go back and talk to Pearl, and she'll give us the last quest that we need to do with the boomers in order to get them to ally with us. And having the boomers as allies is actually pretty crucial. They help out a lot, given the fact that they have such powerful artillery. So it's definitely good to have them.
You have done well to earn the trust of my people, child.
Okay, well, I think I've done everything I can to help out.
I believe the time has come for you to show your value in full. The people have come to accept having you around. Find Loyal and ask him about our people's fondest dream. He will tell you what to do next.
Okay, sounds good. And this is actually a pretty cool quest. I like this. Also, Boone won't get out of my way there. Just blocking my path. This quest coming up is actually kind of cool. There's not a whole lot of action to it, but it's pretty nifty. Anyway, though, besides going and activating Archimedes and getting Rex as our companion, another side quest. Well, not even a quest I want to do, but I want to go get this other item, too.
Pearl sent word saying it's all right to tell you about the lady in the water.
The what now? Lady in the Water. What's that about?
A long time ago, long before the war that killed just about everything that ever lived, a bomber crashed not far from here. A bomber was a flying contraption that could drop explosives down on anything it flew over. But anyway, moving on.
This is very much in my interest. I want to have this.
Pretty damn near intact. When we got to Nellis, see, I found this article in a magazine all about it. There was another B-29 around here, part of a museum. Couldn't fly, but had a lot of spare parts, see? Get where I'm going?
Oh, yeah.
Since I was a young man, I've dreamed of raising that lady from the lake and bringing her back to life. What do you say?
That sounds like a plan, Steely Dan. Where is the bomber located right now?
It's at the bottom of Lake Mead. I'll mark its location on your Pip-Boy map.
Okay, how do you expect to raise a bomber from the bottom of a lake?
Simple. Attach deployable ballast to the plane and float it on up.
Oh yeah,
Here is a
simple,
remote
totally.
detonator. Once the ballast is attached to the plane, just hit the detonator from the shore and let buoyancy handle the rest.
Oh, well, hell yeah, that sounds good to me. Alright, I'm game. Let's go do it.
Good. Here's the deployable ballast. Go find the plane, attach the ballast, and hit the button.
Any ideas how to get to the bottom of Lake Mead without drowning?
Might try holding your breath. If that doesn't sound good enough, talk to Jack. He was working on a rebreather once.
Yeah, we'll definitely want that. So let's go ahead and find Jack. He's probably going to be hanging out here in the hangar, which makes sense. And we can actually get a rebreather from him, which is a very cool item to have. It'll let us breathe underwater anytime we want. So besides it being handy for this quest, it's also good to grab because it'll come in handy in the future as well, if we ever want to do some deep sea diving. But yeah, guys, we are going to resurrect a B-29. Kind of wish they had just gone with B-52s, that would have been cooler. But anyway, it's going to be very, very helpful because when we get into the Great War, the guys over here at the Nellis Air Base, the boomers, they'll actually use the B-29 to attack enemies for you, which is so freaking badass. And which is why I really invested a lot of time in helping them out, because it pays
So
off.
you're the outsider. Lived your whole life out there, huh? Wow. I always thought you savages probably spoke a different language. But I hear you sound like us.
Well, that was kind of rude to assume. Can you help me breathe underwater?
I just need some parts from a pressure cooker to create a hermetic seal for the rebreather.
Science. Corn silk, rubber hose, and removable adhesive would make a great hermetic seal.
That's a brilliant idea. I can put that together right now. Here you go. A new rebreather.
Wow, he really meant right now. That's all I need from you.
Bye.
Yeah, Jack's kind of an asshole. And there's actually another quest we can do with him, but I chose to... Oh, hey, we leveled. Alright, let's put some points into speech, because I want speech to be maxed out pretty soon. Also... guns I want to be maxed out eventually, and energy weapons. I think that next time I level up, I may just dump all my points into energy weapons, because I want that to be a lot higher for an item we're going to be getting soon. Also, let's go ahead and get Toughness. I already kind of planned what I'd be doing for this level up, so that's why I was able to figure it out so quickly. But yeah, Toughness will help us out. That'll increase our damage threshold, which should come in handy since we're fighting a lot of tougher enemies now. When I go back to fight the Death Claws, I definitely want to have the added armor bonus. And let's see, what would be the easiest way to get to Lake Mead? There's a few paths we can take. The one I want to do, though, is going to be here at Boulder City, because we'll face the least amount of resistance if we go through here. Basically, there's a straightaway shot from Boulder City to Lake Mead where we don't really encounter any enemies, at least if I remember correctly. So yeah, let's just go ahead and set out in this general direction, and hopefully we'll hit the lake. Looking at the timer here, I don't think I'll have enough time in this episode, but one of the things I've been meaning to do is to acquire a very good unique weapon that I think will help me a lot with getting rid of the Death Claws. Basically, because we took the Wild Wasteland perk, there's a unique weapon we can obtain in the northwest region of the map, if I'm not mistaken, that's very, very powerful with the right trait combinations, and if you increase your energy weapon skill, because, well, it is an energy weapon. Exactly what it is, I won't spoil now, but if not at the end of this episode, since I don't think we'll have time, then possibly at the start of the next episode, we'll go ahead and grab that. And it's going to help me so much with the tougher enemies in this game. I'm really looking forward to getting it. But anyway, let's go ahead and make our way around these mountains here. And we're right here. We're at Lake Mead, so no worries. And we didn't have to fight a single thing. Now, I believe there are actually enemies in the water, though. In some parts of the water, not where it's deep like this, but where it's more shallow. I think you can encounter mirelurks, but, you know, they're not tough at all. We can totally handle that. Oh, whoa, what the hell? Oh, shit, I'm drowning. Oh god, I forgot to put on the rebreather. I'm such an idiot. Well, that was really dumb. God, I can't believe I lived through that. Let me take a second here and just drink the water I'm swimming in. Apparently that helps heal me. I'm not going to bother getting my HP all the way back up, but I just want a little bit more so that some crazy shit like a rogue bullet doesn't just hit me and kill me. Yeah, I totally forgot. I actually have to equip the rebreather. I forget if it's aid or if it's apparel. It might be apparel. Yeah, it's right there. Alright, so let's go ahead and put that on. That's cool. And it actually looks really badass, too. I won't show it right this second, but I'll try and remember to later. And with this, our oxygen meter doesn't deplete, which is great, and I should have done that from the beginning. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that I'm coming through this way from Boulder City. I've never run into mirelurks. It's just that I've heard that you can. So, I think that this path is relatively safe, though. I've never encountered them through the multiple times I've beat this game. So, let's just go ahead and swim through this way. And sooner or later, we'll encounter the plane, which is going to be sunk at the bottom of the lake. And, from there, it's really easy. You just attach the ballast, you float the thing up, and you're done. Really one of the easier missions to do. But, I'm actually facing kind of a weird moment right now, because as it is, a lot of our party members are belonging to certain factions, like Boone is a member of the NCR, and, or his allegiance is to the NCR, And conversely, our other companion, whose name is escaping me right now, the chick with the powerful glove, and I can't remember her name, it's so embarrassing, but she is a part of the Brotherhood of Steel. Because we have to go interact with the Brotherhood of Steel in a minute, I'm kind of conflicted, because there's a lot of ways we can actually piss her off and get her to leave us as a companion permanently. If we get onto a bad note with the Brotherhood, or if we get into a bad note with the NCR for that matter, then either of our companions can abandon us if they want to. So I'm trying to be careful not to make that happen, but we're getting to the point in the game where that may just happen on its own because of the quest that I'm doing, and because I'm working with the Yes Man. It's kind of forcing me to have to make those tough calls, so kind of bummed out about that. Anyway, you'll see these spots here, kind of like translucent spots where the ballast should be, so they make it really easy to see where to place it. And there's going to be one here on the opposite side over here. And now we actually need to go and trigger them, though, which is really easy to do. If I just swim back up to the surface here real quick, I think I can actually fast travel where I need to go. Actually, no, I don't even have to go to the surface. I can pull up my map right here, I think. So yeah, if we just fast travel to the B-29, it actually takes us back to shore, which is kind of weird, but it does that. And now we're the perfect distance. Oh my god, whoa, whoa, whoa. Are there landmines here? What the hell is that noise? What? Oh, I'm sorry, that's the detonator going off. I thought that was the sound of like a landmine or something. That's really bad that they use the same sound effect. I thought I was gonna die here, but yeah, just use the detonator and pull the trigger. And you can't lie, that's pretty badass. Alright, spectacular. So now the B-29 is floating, and we can have Loyal send out a crew to go grab it. So let's go tell them the good news that we got it up out of the water. And they'll be able to repair it and use it to help us. So, very, very cool. But yeah, so I'm just kind of walking a very delicate line here where I don't want to piss off the NCR too much because then Boone will leave me, and I don't want to piss off the Brotherhood of Steel. But sooner or later, I'm going to have to do both of those things, I think. So we might be saying goodbye to some of our companions very shortly.
It's going to be a dream come true once you've raised that bomber from Lake Mead.
Already did it. Your plan worked. The plane floated up. Seemed to be intact, too.
That's tremendous. I'll transmit instructions to the robots to start packing up the plane to bring it back to Nellis.
Cool. How exactly do you plan to get the plane back here, though?
I just told you. The robots are going to handle it. They'll break the plane down into pieces and move it up from Colville Bay in one shot.
That's pretty cool. Are you planning to use diversionary tactics to draw their attention?
Exactly. We'll be shelling an unoccupied location in outer Vegas to get their attention elsewhere.
Cool, cool.
By the time they realize
it actually doesn't matter whether or not you're able to pass that check. All that you get is a little additional experience, but, you know, that's always nice, too.
But Pearl thinks it's wise not to start up a war, just as the lady has risen.
Okay, well, glad to have helped out.
Hey, I better get rolling. Jack and I have a lot of work ahead of us.
Yes, you do. Okay, phenomenal. Just fantastic. And let's go ahead and run real quick over to Pearl before we end off the episode and turn the quest in. But after that, I think that's going to be all. In the next one, we'll get cracking on some side quest stuff before I move on to helping out the last two tribes. Thinking I'm probably going to help out the Great Khans first, and I'll save the Brotherhood of Steel for last. Even though the Brotherhood of Steel segment is pretty easy to do, it's also one of the cooler parts of the game, so I definitely want to save that for the last encounter we have. Especially since we're so close to being done with the Great Khans anyway. Alrighty, Pearl, we're all done. Where are your old bones at?
Hello, friend. How can Mother Pearl be of help today?
No, Mother Pearl. I've spoken to Loyal. The B-29 is on the way.
What you have done for us is a miracle, child. You have fulfilled the only dreams we ever had outside our walls.
All in a day's work. It's what I do.
A trusted friend of us all. If there is ever a way for us to help you, child, tell me, and I will make it so.
Can you rain death upon my enemies? There may be a battle in the near future at the Hoover Dam. Can you offer assistance?
Of course, my child. After all that you have done for us, we would love to help you in the upcoming battle.
Sweet.
After all the training in virtual reality, the young ones would relish an opportunity to put their skills to battle.
When you say the young ones, do you actually mean like the little kids? That's kind of messed up. Okay, well, if they're good, they're good. And now we are idolized. Very cool. And we have the full support of the boomers, so I'll go ahead and tell the yes man that in the next episode. But that's it for today. Thank you guys for joining me once again. My name is Jesus Quesadilla. If you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to subscribe to me. That way you can stay updated anytime I post videos to my channel, yada yada. But besides all that, it's been a lot of fun. And until the next one, this is Jesus Quesadilla signing out and wishing you well. Peace!